Don't need no invitation, 'cause you know where I am. No need to love me, 'cause I'm always home.
Tonight on The Living Room,
Hike!
Chris hits the snowfields to become the leader of the pack.
Easy! Break! Break! Break!
For the love of cheese, Miguel makes the ultimate sacrifice. And what's the connection between this house in Sydney and the movie blockbuster Avatar?
Well, it looks like a spaceship from outside, but already it's a gorgeous home as well, isn't it?
Barry tells all. Hello, and thank you for joining us in the living room. Did you have a good week, gentlemen?
Great week.
Now, Chris, I have noticed that the share prices for beanies and for ski goggles have gone up, so obviously it's ski season.
It is ski season, which is very exciting, unless you're one of those people that doesn't see the fun in loading up the family into the cold car and going on that long drive up the icy and packed roads.
Who doesn't love hanging around in wet socks for hours on end and paying triple the price for a Bundy and Coke? Who doesn't love that?
Well, I know, it's crazy, but I guess the thing about the Australian ski slopes is that sometimes the snow isn't amazing, but that doesn't mean you can't have an experience that wouldn't look out of place in, say, Alaska or North America, which is what I did. Just take a look at this. How good is the snow? It's like your own winter wonderland, but if there is something that's not so wonderful, it's getting around once you're on top of the mountain, because if you have the car, you've got to get the snow chains on, you've got to get them off. I hate the snow chains. The only way to really get around is with one of these, unless you go a little bit old school. I'm 2.5 hours from Melbourne at Mount Baw, the closest ski resort to a major city in the country. At 35 hectares, it's smaller than the Thredbows and Hothams, but that's part of its appeal. Fresh snow and uncrowded runs, good for beginners, families, and dog lovers like me. Because Mount Baw is also one of only 2 places in the country where you can go dog sledding in the snow. And it's the only place where you can meet Jake the Musher. I just have to check, we are still in Australia, aren't we?
We are at the moment.
How you going?
Good, yourself?
These guys are amazing. I've seen plenty of Malamutes and Huskies never actually doing what they're meant to be doing.
Most of these guys here are rescue and rehomers, and we take them on and train them up to do what they're meant to do.
How many have you got?
16 here today,
Yeah.
and we've got 20 all up. This is our newest one, actually, Bolto. So he's only just over a year old and joined the team a couple of months ago.
Bolto.
Bolto.
Do you have names for all of them?
They've all got names. They're all my pets. So these guys are pets first, workers second.
Hello. So the moment we start loading them on, this happens.
This is it. This is the excitement. Pick me, I want to go.
Is there any special arrangement you have for the dogs?
There is. So we've got the brains are going at the front, and we're working our way down to the muscle at the back.
So you got to feel good if you're at the front. If you're at the back, a judgment's been made about you. This is what these Siberian Huskies and Malamutes were born to do. Lee, I've got to be honest with you, it doesn't look good. You're being loaded at the back, and we all know what that means. Lee's barking is telling me he just wants to run. This is probably the absolute definition of organised chaos. You can hardly hear anything, but there is excitement, there's anticipation. These guys can't wait to go, and how can you not get caught up in it as well? I know, we're going to go. We're really going to go. Yeah. Time to get this canine show on the snow. So hop up here?
Yep. You climb aboard there. That's our quick release.
Yeah.
That's our hope to stop out there. Okay.
They talk back.
They do. Especially Lee, loves to talk.
Look, I love snowboarding, but it's nothing like the power of these 10 incredible dogs pulling you cross country. You'd think you'd have to travel to somewhere like Alaska to experience this, but this is in our own backyard, and it is something else. Oh, I can imagine families would love this.
They absolutely love it. It's great for kids, especially with all the dogs.
So the kids sit at the front of the sled there and just watch it all go by.
Yeah, yep, and heaps of giggles.
And watch you.
And watch me run. Hup, hup, hup. Good team.
But even the pros go off course, well, sometimes.
Demon, Storm, come on.
Dogs will be dogs. They've decided that they can smell something in there and away they go.
What's this?
Even the most highly trained dogs are prone to just a little bit of distraction. And sled dogs are no different. Shall we maybe get back on track here and do some sledding?
If you're game, Jake will let you have a go at mushing. I am, but I need a few pointers.
Our commands is hike when we want them to go, G when we want them to go right, haul when we want them to go left, and easy, and we say brake when we're braking so they know it's time to brake and stop.
So it's all in the leaning.
Run on the brake.
Using the foot brake.
Yep.
Using the brake.
Perfect.
The foot's down there now.
Don't lean yet.
Yeah.
Now we go with the corner.
Okay, now lean.
Spot on. Hup, hup.
Yeah, good dogs. Right. So it's a mixture of voice commands, bit of leaning.
And brake. 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 Stand.
And a little bit of panicking thrown in as well.
The brake, you always want real close to you.
Yeah.
And because when they're running, they're trained to run, that's what they want to do.
Hey, talk back too.
So let's put that running to the test. I may still be on my mushing peas, but I'm up for a challenge. Man versus snow buggy. Dogs versus machine. A ball snowball run. Bring it on.
You could not hear a thing, but they just live for it. You can tell every little fibre of muscle inside them just is screaming out, let's go.
They're so cute, I want one, but I don't want to break up the set. Well, we'll see how Chris goes on his dog sled L plates later in the show. But right now, well, the big budget television extravaganza that is Hot or Not. I'm not building it up too much. Now, if you're still wearing shoulder pads, even though they make you look like a steroid-abusing Chinese swimmer, then move your chair a little closer to the TV because the Hot or Not segment is for you. Every week, we force the work experience kid to get us coffee, to wash our cars, and to spend hours hunting down new ideas and products. Then we decide if those products should get hotted or get knotted. So, speaking of get knotted,
Guys?
Miguel, we're starting with you.
Okay, I got something so different. What do you think this is?
A pot of plants.
It's not a pot of pan. This is the barbecue hot pot. Look at this. You can cook your steak and put some garnish at the same time. Fresh herbs, rosemary, parsley, everything happening. You know, Barry, you always speak about saving space. You know, like in the renovations, because the balconies are quite small. But this is the solution.
How do you cook it? What's underneath?
But this is, you put the coals underneath and you light it up. You get it nice and hot. This is ceramic. And it's a stainless steel, and you cook your steak and your sausages.
So a barbecue hidden inside a pot plant.
Yes, and after when you finish, there you go, ready.
I think once your space is that small, it's time to get out in the park.
Yeah, or buy
Okay.
a barbecue chook. Well, I think that's a knot. I'm sorry, Miguel, I think it's a knot.
Really?
Yeah, sorry about that. OK, Baz, what have you got?
Okay, what I've got, Amanda, it's called the Kuza shoe. Now, what it looks like is a flip-flop with some grass on it, but actually, it's a barbecue. No, very good. No, it's a flip-flop to give you the illusion or the feeling of walking on the soft, fresh cut grass.
No, really?
Oh, well, that feels all right. Yeah, I'll give it a run.
What if that's the only bit of greenery around for the local dogs?
I guess if you're going to leave them on the balcony, you might want to leave a bottle on them as well.
Well, that looks so stylish.
I got to say, it's a little comfy.
Is
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Until there's a handbag to match, I'm just going to have to say no. I think that's a knot. Are we all in agreement there? I think that's just a knot.
Yeah,
We're not doing very well. Chris, it's up to you to save the day.
Tough audience, wow. But no, this is for your mobile phone. It's called the Olo Clip. Now, nowadays, your mobile phone camera, instead of being sort of that stopgap measure you used to have, it's now pretty much part of every photographer's armoury. But
Well, you know, I've been even watching people these days taking photos and video with their iPads. It
I
looks
know.
ridiculous.
It does look ridiculous, and if you want to know how to make your iPhone look a little bit ridiculous, you can do this. This is actually an additional lens or lenses you can actually attach to your iPhone. So there are multiple lenses here, and what you do is you attach it. This is a wide-angle lens. So instead of just having your normal shot, this all of a sudden now makes it quite wide. Don't you?
Oh, don't we want to look really
A happy
wide?
couple there. That's great. So that's one. That's the wide-angle lens. But then you can turn it around,
Amigo.
and it becomes a macro lens. Which Barry, just lean in here. I'll show you.
Better
how to
your
value
beard
this.
than mine.
Is that my best side?
Any wildlife in there?
Wow. So that's a macro lens, but then
Oh my God!
the best part is the fisheye lens, which is the other one. Sorry. Now we've got so much trust happening here.
Yeah, thanks, Rick.
Just lean in here, and we'll just take this, and that is your best angle, I'm pretty sure. If we just have a look at it.
That's awesome.
It almost turns your mobile phone into an SLR camera because you can change around the effects. It's pretty cool.
I actually think that's pretty good. Look, everyone's going, yeah, okay, I'm going to give that one a hop.
Everyone was going, yeah, apart from Barry who's going.
Well, there'll be more Hot or Not next week, and if you've seen anything that we should get on the show, we'd love you to go to our website and tell us all about it. We'll even send you a Hot or Not certificate of appreciation just as soon as we get the work experienced kid to come up with one. All right, well, there's lots more still to come on The Living Room. The race that stops a nation. Chris revs up his dog team for a snow buggy race-off.
Break!
I drop in on Play School's Bonita Collings to get all the Big Ted goss. You can make yourself a plastic bag dispenser. I could. But right after the break, Miguel finds out what a goat and Julia Gillard have in common.
This one for the carbon tax. There you go.
You're back with The Living Room. Now, Miguel, can I ask you for some chefy ideas for leftover veggies? There's always leftover veggies and I never know what to do with them.
Well, I got a simple, perfect, delicious, and very tasty, and in a beautiful place. Have a look. This beautiful little town is Machi. It's about 4 hours drive northwest of Sydney. Here you go, mate. It's home to Leaning Oak Dairy, which is home to lots of goats. Hungry goats. Lunch is ready, lunch is ready. I feel like Heidi. Ah! Just bite my finger off that one. Hey, oh, yes, what's wrong with you, man? Oh, just kick me in the nuts, that one. Ah! Oh, like they say, never work with kids. Just kick me in the nuts. A ver. Oof. Oh, kids. Oh! They don't like me anymore. Okay, ladies, we're doing some milking. Who is up for it? Anybody? Okay. Me? I like the mummies much better. Just one after another, eh? For the milk, you know? And Gloria is going to show me how to milk them.
So we just hold a little bit.
And squeeze. Wow, that's power in there.
Okay, that's it, beautiful.
Hey, sorry. And do you got like different names for all of them?
All the goats have got names.
Yeah.
We've got one here that was born on election day, and there was twins, a girl and a boy.
A girl and a boy.
So we've got Julia Gillard, and we've got Tony Abbott.
Hey. Papa, he's got lots of flavor, isn't it? Oh my God. Wow, very seguro I got milk. She heard me. Sorry, darling.
Julia's just up here a bit if you want to come and milk her.
Hey, Julia. Miguel, nice to meet you.
So milk.
Milking Julia Gillard. A ver, here we are. Opa, there you go. This one for the carbon tax. There you go. Fantastic. I'm in a real Australia now. There you go, Julia. Enjoying that? Not much left to squeeze in here.
No, that's all right.
What do you make with goat's milk? Goat cheese, of course. And the first step to make cheese is put this protection on it. Yes? Okay, so I look like a cheesemaker already, don't I? So what is the process?
We're going to cut the curd.
Cut the curd.
Okay.
Bring it on.
So what you're going to do is you're going to put your spatula in
Straight down all the way to the bottom.
all the way across.
How solid is it? Wow, that's what I'm talking about, baby. So it's all like sort of splitting, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So why am I doing this?
You are doing this to make lots of surface area so that the curd can release the whey.
Nice firm got cheese.
Got cheese, yes.
How many pieces of cheese do you get out of this?
This will probably make about 5 or 6 cheeses.
Oh, it's got a lot of labor just to make a little cheese. So every other little cheeses has got so much
Yes,
process.
your milk, you start with this and you end up with this much cheese.
1 hour later, the cheese is ready to go into the hoops.
Fill it up with the curd. Voila.
How long until that drain and it's ready to go?
You're ready to eat tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning already.
Tomorrow morning.
So I'm gonna take a little bit of this amazing fresh cheese and create a great recipe. Look at this beautiful goat cheese. So fresh, deliciously creamy. Perfect for my take on the classic recipe, bubble and squeak. First thing I'm gonna do, just chop some garlic, a tiny little bit of chili for the kick, and a little bit of fresh parsley and fresh thyme. Okay, so now this is ready. This is just an extra of, you know, je ne sais quoi, to add a little extra flavor to the beautiful veggies. Okay. Now, for a good frittata, bubble and squeak, or tortilla, you need beautiful eggs. I got these local eggs. They look stunning. And look at this, all different sizes. They all look different, like us. We're all different. So what I'm looking for here is just break the egg yolks and slightly mix it with the egg whites. We don't want that bright yellow mix from when you make scrambled eggs. We just want them to be beautifully marbly. So when they get cooked, you get that beautiful egg yolk and the beautiful egg white and everything looks stunning. To start the bubble squeak, a really hot pan with a splash of olive oil. Get the egg mix and let it drop in the pan, super hot. So sears straight away. Now is when you just can go nuts with the veggies. Be creative and artistic. It's not just about the flavor, it's about the color and the whole fun of being using different vegetables, okay? Now, why not a little bit of fresh tomato? These cherry tomatoes, they're so sweet. When that goes in the oven, that tomatoes are gonna burst and the veggies, they cooked already. Now, goat cheese business. You see, you can crumble this with your fingers. Beautiful, look at that. This beauty is gonna melt beautifully through all the veggies and it's just gonna be stunning. You flash this in the oven for around 5-10 minutes in 180 degrees and ready to go. Delicious. Okay, so lunch is ready, Gloria.
Okay.
I'm just gonna see what you think.
It's just lovely.
Just nice and rustic.
Yes, very rustic. It's very good.
Very rustic.
very good.
And really beautiful fresh cheese.
It's just lovely. I think we have to drink to that.
Oh, it's the perfect match. What are we drinking? Something sweet.
Something sweet.
So it's very sweet, just like you, darling.
And you.
And you know, you're amazing fan. That's why your cheese tastes so good. That is pretty.
You milked Julia Gillard. I'm glad you didn't milk Tony Abbott because that would have kicked us into a later time slot, I think.
Oh, yes.
And I like the blackboard on the back. Miguel hearts Amanda.
Loves Amanda. I love you, Amanda. You know that. I love Amanda.
Sweet,
The thing is, the best tip when you use leftover veggies, when you do your Sunday roast, put more veggies. So you can look forward, not just for the beautiful roast, you can look forward for Monday. Use the leftovers and use like nice, beautiful bubble and squeak. How good is that?
Well, if you'd like to find Miguel's recipes on our website, please help yourself. And if you want to live tweet during the Living Room episodes, you can tweet yourself senseless by using our official hashtag, The Living Room. Well, stay with us because there's lots more to come. Play School's Bonita Collins talks feng shui and whether Big Ted really is that big. Miguel tricks some innocent tourists into eating something.
That's really good.
Really good. Do you know what it is?
It might have something to do with pig's blood. But right after the break, can a dog sled beat a snow buggy in the Mount Borbor Cup?
Are you ready to win? I said, are you ready to win?
Lovely to have you back with us in the living room. Chris, bring us up to speed. You were working with the dog sled team.
I was trying to learn, rather unsuccessfully, how to control a team of 10 formerly homeless huskies and malamutes on a dog sled.
Typical of you, though. You're very competitive. You weren't just learning how to do it, you set up a race with the guy who actually does this for a living.
I know. Potentially, I may have bitten off a little bit more than I can chew. What could possibly go wrong?
Right, listen up, team. The dogs I see before me are the best of the best. The perfect mix of brains and muscle. Even you, Lee. Are you ready to win? I said, are you ready to win? Let's do this.
That team of dogs is a lot faster than this rhino's ever going to be if they're controlled well. So it's going to be interesting because anything could happen out there with Chris.
So the race, dog versus machine. 1 kilometre course through the village, 2 tracks, same distance, winner takes all.
You're on.
On your marks, get set, go!
Good dogs! Good dogs! Good dogs! Up!
It was all going so well. Until-
Easy! Easy! Break! Yeah, break! Easy! Break! Okay. It's not ideal. So just break! Easy! Break! Not really listening to you right now. Easy! Break! Whew. We just got a little bit carried away. Bit too much speed, just got in some ice. Oh. Okay, there's a race to be won here. Break! Easy! Break! Easy! No, break!
I think something's happened to the dogs over there.
Dogs, hey, we're a team. What happened to the teamwork thing? All of us working together. I want to win this race as much as you do. Are we going to do this? All right, let's go. This isn't easy. Can you just come and talk some sense into these dogs?
Yeah.
It's demeaning as a apprentice musher to have to call in the boss, but desperate times, desperate measures, and 10 dogs that just won't listen to me.
Hey.
With a little bit of help from the master musher, the team's back on track.
Here we go.
And thankfully,
Now, where
the
is he?
finish line's in sight.
Let's go. Good dogs. Oh! Hi. Good dogs. Up. Woo-hoo-hoo! Good dogs. Mate, thank you. That was a close one. It's a slightly hollow victory considering the fact you had to help me out, which probably set you back seconds.
Yeah, a few minutes.
Just a few minutes. But mate, honestly, full respect to you, that is hard work. Like, really hard work.
Thanks, mate. Hard work, but good fun.
So much fun. I'm exhausted though. But I reckon in reality, you are the winner. To get to do that every day
It's unreal.
is awesome.
Yeah.
You know what the problem is? Not all worked out. I was yelling out break, but it sounds like hike, which is go. So every time I said break, they went.
Every time you said anything, they went.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it looked masterful, Chris. Absolutely masterful. Great stuff still to come on the living room. Miguel has cooking in his blood. But now he has blood in his cooking. Ugh, prepare to be shocked.
It's like strawberry jam, isn't it?
Barry visits the house built with Avatar technology.
The geometry of this would have been impossible to design without the help of computer programming.
But right after the break, Play School's Benita Collins introduces us to her flatmates. Should we tell her they're stuffed? It looks like roadkill. Can I touch it?
Yes, you can. It's felt.
Want more from the living room? Find more inspiring ideas, handy hints, photos, recipes, and you can even watch tonight's episode again on our website.
Great to have you back, and you're just in time for another Who's House. This is where I drop in and visit a well-known Australian. And this week, well, she's a great actress and she's one of the most loved babysitters in the whole country. From Play School, it's Benita Collins.
Look at my girl's face. He
Oh,
has
that's
no,
right.
he has
You
no
wouldn't
idea.
even know.
Benita, yeah, of course.
Mate, a lot of people, when they hear that name or see her, just go weak at the knees. She's been a part of TV history, part of all our lives, Chris.
I spent most afternoons as a kid with her. Like, she'd keep me entertained when I was a kid. And Barry as well.
Wow, so it was a long time ago, Barry.
And me too.
No.
Well, look, let's explain all. Let's go and meet Benita through the magic window. Hello. Thank you for letting us in today.
Oh, it's a pleasure, Amanda. Come in.
Oh, this is beautiful. It's so sunny.
Yes, it's a very light apartment.
Oh, it's beautiful. And look at all the things on your walls. They all have a story, presumably?
Yes, my father was a photographer, so all the photos that you see, apart from one, yeah, she said hesitantly, they're all his.
Beautiful. I know you're a practising Buddhist. Many of the things, it seems, in your apartment here touch on that. This is beautiful.
Yeah, mandala, really lovely. I got that in Nepal. In
What's a
Kathmandu.
mandala?
Well, it's a feng shui thing. Basically, it's a circle of life. Now, all mandalas have special things about them, and don't ask me about this one because I don't know the special thing. But I just liked it. It's beautiful, and it's meant to hang there.
What do you mean it's meant to hang there?
Well, it's a feng shui thing.
Have you done your apartment in feng shui?
Well, I didn't do it, but I did have somebody come and do it.
What have you moved to make way for things?
When you walk in the front door, if you can walk straight through and out the back door, that's bad energy. The energy just flows in the front and out the back. Think of a little old man or a little old lady who's coming in the front door. I'll show you, yes?
Yes, please. Not that you're either of those things.
Just imagine they have a hole in their pocket which is full of gold. So if they can walk straight through, then not much gold is going to drop on the floor. But if they have to go around something to get to there...
Have you got enough obstacles? I would be putting things
Well,
everywhere.
This kind of helps. And so they got dropping gold, dropping gold, dropping gold until they get to there.
Beautiful. Now, I know you have an affiliation with windows. What's this big, impressive one here?
Well, it's called a monarch door.
What does it do?
Stand back.
Wow. Is this where you trap your visitors in?
Yes.
And out?
And out, sealed.
Do you mind if we have a perv around the corner?
We can have a perv around the corner. Can you wait till this
Oh,
goes
please,
up?
yes, of course. The magic window.
The magic window. It's very practical as well as fun. So then you got another room.
How great is this? This is a beautiful sideboard. I'm a bit of a sticky big. How would you feel if I played a game called Random Cupboard? If I was just to open the cupboard and we'll see what's in there and play with something.
That's all right.
You're looking a little nervous. I'm going in. You're starting to sweat. I'm going for this one.
All right.
Oh, you do have something interesting in here.
Uh-huh.
What's this?
It's actually a mould of my smile.
This is you.
That's me. But it's also before I had a tooth straightened. Yeah.
You can make yourself a plastic bag dispenser.
I could. I could.
So, let's meet all your friends in here. When did this obsession start?
Well, it actually started back in my early days of Play School. One of the producer's assistants, we were just talking about bears, and I said, oh, I never had a bear. And she said, oh, you've been deprived. So she bought me a bear. And from then on, people gave me bears for my birthday and for Christmas. And so over the years, I've just accumulated.
There's stacks of them everywhere.
I know.
Even these little tiny, tiny ones over here. Don't you wish you'd said you'd never had a Maserati when you grew up?
I do.
You have to tell me about this. Have you run this over?
It's called cat.
It looks like roadkill. Can I touch it?
Yes, you can. It's felt.
I'll just verify. Just don't want to check you're an animal serial killer in your spare time.
No.
We know you mostly from play school.
Yes.
What a dream job. Was it 30 years at play school?
It was. However, I only worked 10 days a year on it. The rest were repeats.
Really?
Because they could only make 45 new programs each year, split between, say, 5 couples. You only work about 10 days a year. The rest you're off doing other acting jobs.
What a dream job.
It was.
I've loved seeing you today. Thank you very much. You don't get up?
No, it's all right. I have to show you out.
You have to show me out.
Yes, I'm not superstitious. However,
But?
if you let yourself out, the saying goes that you never can come back in. I have to let you out so you can come back in.
I've never heard that before. Are there people where you actually stay seated and let themselves?
No.
I'm glad I'm not one of them.
No, you're not.
Got a lot in common with Benita. She collects teddies and so do I. This is my teddy collection. Baz gave me that for Christmas. Okay. But the interesting thing about Benita is that in the morning there should be on Play School drawing on egg cartons, and then in the evening, as a serious actress, should be on Matlock Police playing a serial murderer or a prostitute.
As a parent, you want to get the shows the right way around, otherwise
Let's stay with Auntie Benita.
Kids would get a different type of education, wouldn't they?
Very much so. Well, I'm going to drop in on another well-known Australian next week. I have a weird feeling it could be Hugh Jackman, though that could be the curried egg sandwich I had for lunch, so don't quote me on that. Well, still to come on The Living Room, Barry takes us to a house so perfect, only a computer could design it.
Señorita, clean.
But right after the break, Miguel comes up with a dish you may find hard to swallow. Well, you're back with The Living Room. Miguel, how busy are you? Your second story for tonight?
Never is enough Miguel in one story. Come on. You never can have enough.
Never can have enough.
Come on.
So some say. Now, your first story tonight was about using leftovers. So is your second story, but leftovers with a difference. We're talking offal, aren't we?
Offal is back in fashion.
Oh, I hate
Offal is back in fashion. Isn't that a great thing?
No, I hate offal. For me, offal is like seeing work. Like I see organs every day. I don't need to eat them.
Well, probably it's in fashion for everybody else, less than for vets. But like...
But it's not just vets. I think most people don't like offal, do they?
Yeah, but it's the idea in our heads that we don't like it because we see what it is. But once we eat it, if we don't know what it is and we cook it deliciously, we love it. Have a look in this. This is the mighty Murray River, where New South Wales meet Victoria. Most visitors come here for some R&R. But I've come to Bagdon Park for some blood and guts. Hello. Hello. How are you, James?
Very well, how are you?
I heard that you are the master of the haggis.
Yes.
So what is so good about your haggis?
We use local ingredients, so we use a lamb's pluck from a local farm. We use suet, which we render down from another local farm, with onions, oats, and a mixture of spices, and that's it. Simple.
And what is this crazy machine here?
This is just a little sausage machine, just to show you what we do.
Okay.
And how to pump the haggis into the skins.
And you're just about to do it?
Just about to do it, and
Can I give you a hand?
you're going to help me, yes.
Fantastic. What I have to do?
Rightio. Do you want to dip your hands in the haggis and...
Yes, please. I would love to do that.
And load it up?
Yes. This is the heart, the liver, and the lungs. Load it up, baby. Okay. It's nice and warm.
Nice and warm. We've got to work with it while it's hot.
Okay.
Right, if you can turn the handle, and that'll pump the haggis out, and I'm going to use... put a lamb stomach over it.
That's very traditional.
Very traditional. This is what they use in Scotland, and it makes a nice little round haggis.
Opa. Opa. After you do like 100 ones of these ones, your arm is on fire. Need some muscles to this. It's a good workout.
This makes a nice little haggis.
But I'm here for James's other treat from his homeland, black pudding. I'll have a taste.
Tuck in.
Wow, very spicy and quite creamy and
We use
bacon.
bit of bacon, onions, oats, rolled oats, double cream, all mixed in, and a mixture of spice, of course. It's got a kick in it.
Wow, and now the magic ingredient. Have a look. Yep, that's pig's blood.
So it's strawberry jam, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks almost like a raspberry coulis. Wow. Some people eat through the eyes, not through the mouth, so they get really scared actually how to get into it. But once you try, amazing.
Absolutely.
I got my black pudding. I loved it so much that I got a great idea for a great recipe. I'm gonna cook it for the locals, but it's got a little twist. I'm not gonna tell them what it is. I'm making a black pudding and scallops gratin. In Spain, we call it morcilla gratinada. This is quite set, so it's really easy to chop, and it's got a little bit of fat, so it's gonna cook beautifully in the pan. There you go, that's what you want. To camouflage a little bit the black pudding, the morcilla, I'm gonna use another beautiful, bright, colorful ingredients like the corn, the asparagus, and the scallops. Drop it like it's hot and let them cook. Some chives, freshly chopped chives. Look at that, that just looks fantastic. Wow. We wanna cook it for a couple of minutes until caramelized. I hope everybody's gonna love it as much as I do. Some beautiful nutty cheese and a gorgeous quail egg to finish. Check it out, the paddle steamer is coming and it's full of guinea pigs to try my black pudding recipe. Oh my God, so I'm feeling a little bit nervous. They're coming, here we go. Set, there we are. Let's have a taste, please. One for you. Señorita, please, there you go.
That's really good.
Really good. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Do you want to know what it is?
Cheese.
It tastes good?
Yes.
Crispy, looks good. Actually, it's black sausage with the scallops. Scallop, look at you. Can you believe it? What do you think, madam? Oh, they don't speak English, neither do I. So good.
They are good.
Say good. That means that's good for sure. Hey, dobro, dobro.
Absolutely delicious.
So, once you go black, you can't go back. That's what they say. One picture is worth 1,000 words. As you can see, Australia loves black pudding. James should be very, very proud.
That bucket of blood, that stuff, you love that. Look at your face, you were glowing.
Yeah, well, as a Spanish, I love morcilla, the black sausage. But as living in Scotland for a long time, I love the haggis.
You lived in Scotland?
Yeah, I learned English in Scotland. Can you not hear my Scottish accent?
You learned English in Scotland?
Yeah.
It all of a sudden makes a lot of sense.
That's the first thing he said that has made sense.
Thank you.
Well, still to come on The Living Room, what happens when you get a computer to design your house? Barry takes us into the home of the future.
I mean, the most intimate space in the house and this gorgeous view.
Well, this is The Living Room, and Barry, no renovation this week, but another extraordinary house for us to look through.
Yeah, it's quite an amazing house this week on many levels. The design came purely from a computer.
It's all a computer.
Yeah, no human input at all, or no human design at all, I should say. It's quite amazing.
So does the house crash if you want to load in a new sofa?
I thought of that, so I took an Apple with me.
Oh!
No, an amazing house, amazing technology. I think we're going to see a lot of that sort of technology in the future homes. Most people who are building a house would consult with an architect on all the major design elements. Not the couple you're about to meet, though. Imagine buying a plot of land, punching some key data into a computer, like the path of the sun, the views you're looking for, and privacy issues the neighbours might have. Out the other end comes the design of your home. That's what these guys have done. Let's have a look. These are the guys, and this is what a computer designed for them. It's affectionately known as the Mobius house.
The house is called the Mobius house, which is a continuous strip, and that was really the shape that the computer spat out at the end.
More on that name later. Let's take a look inside. Tony.
How are you?
Kerry, thank you for having me at your home. Thank you very much.
Welcome to the house.
Great. Well, it looks like a spaceship from outside, but already it's a gorgeous home as well, isn't it? This backyard's beautiful.
Well, it's like a resort, actually.
For me, I'd say the house is very light and very spacious, and it just feels like a really positive place to live. It's got a really positive energy in it. It's hard to feel depressed in a house like this, particularly on a beautiful sunny day like today.
It might look like Lost in Space meets an early James Bond movie, but there's a serious side to this stunning home. So sustainability is a key part of the design of this property?
Oh, it's full of environmental features, and that's really the future of architecture. Louvers that adjust so you can control the sun and the light, channeling the airflow through the house, making sure that there's shading where you want it, and also making sure that the neighbours don't lose their view.
And the computer program that came up with it is straight out of Hollywood.
Well, the same software that we use is used in 3D films and Avatar and things like that. The drawings that we do in the computer go straight to the builders who manufacture it, so they don't have to do the thinking, we do the thinking for them, and it costs the same as a regular house does.
Maybe, but it's not built like a regular house.
It's almost like the way you build a car. You start with a chassis. In this case, it was about 125 bend steel beams, and then you put the body on.
And what a great body. The polymer-coated aluminium cladding never needs painting, it's self-cleaning and forms a cavity for all the wiring, ventilation and piping. All the extra space that creates has been put to some unusual uses.
So this is the kitchen where I would cook all my lavish meals if I actually knew how to cook.
So what do you do in the kitchen then?
Yes, just put that away.
Call me rough around the edges, but where's all the mess?
Well, we've got a butler's kitchen around the back, so the kitchen can be a real sculpture. And actually, more and more people are doing that. Most apartments that we design have a really beautiful kitchen that's a clean piece of sculpture, and some of them even disappear.
So after entertaining, all the mess goes out the back and the kitchen's sparkling. You're full of ideas.
Let's see some more.
OK, but first let's find out about that name, Mobius, after something called a Mobius strip. The concept behind the Mobius strip is one continual curve that never really ends, no start or finish. So my little car can travel continually over both sides of the strip without crossing an edge. The design process used in the Mobius house is called liquid architecture, an organic approach which folds and twists the space to use it more efficiently and effectively.
So this is our sanctuary.
Wow. Look at this space. You say it's a sanctuary, but you know, you could stay up here forever, couldn't you? I mean, obviously you were going to be conscious of the views, but did you really think that you could be way back here? I mean, the most intimate space in the house and this gorgeous view.
You can literally sit on the toilet and be looking out at the harbour bridge.
The amazing thing about this place is it simply couldn't have been built 20 years ago. The geometry of this would have been impossible to design without the help of computer programming.
Well, that's exactly right. What we do is we go through a few steps in the computer and we end up with something that the human mind couldn't have imagined by itself.
We get a lot of response from passers-by. We actually get tour buses stopping outside the house and taking photos. So, you know, when I'm feeling in a good mood, I might go out and give my little wave to them.
Well, the future has landed. And with this sort of technology at our fingertips, the sky's the limit. I look forward to seeing more of these Mobius houses appearing. What's next for us? Is someone going to build me a spaceship? Beam me up, Scotty.
Well, the computer says yes. What a house. Why don't I have a second kitchen where all the mess goes and a second laundry where all the mess goes? That was amazing.
As if you don't.
As if I don't.
No, it was an amazing house. The technology behind it, as they see in the piece there, comes out of that movie Avatar. And I think it's interesting. I love the process of architecture, but to think that you put in all those things like the path of the sun, the view losses, all those sorts of things, and you can respect that the computer is going to give you the design and you're going to stick with it, I think that's pretty brave.
So whatever the computer said, they built that to exactly those plans.
Yep, and that's what he says. He believes in that, and he believes it's the future of architecture.
Extraordinary. Well, look, if you'd like to learn more about any of our stories tonight, or if you'd like to pick up some of Miguel's recipes for blood and sheep's innards, and why wouldn't you? Please go to our website. It's all waiting there for you. And if you want to become an extra special member of the Living Room family, like our Facebook page. Well, next week, Chris goes to Thailand and gets dangerously close to some tigers.
You don't see them coming and all of a sudden they're on you.
I visit Australia's most sensational showgirl, Rhonda Birchmore.
The Rhonda doing Super Trooper Barbie.
Got undies on?
I did, yeah, with a little G-string.
Miguel hits the Barossa Valley and cooks the best beef ever.
It looks really fancy and it's quite a stunning dish.
And Barry helps a couple with a new kitchen and they're wrapped.
Now, they're as keen as mustard to get into this kitchen, but I've got some news for them. I'm in a Burt Bacharach and I want to go nice and easy.
It's going to be a fabulous show. That's the Living Room for another week. We've loved having you with us, so we'll see you next time.